Hey there. So, in this segment, we are mindfully giving our attention to our rib cage. And the rib cage plays a big role in our ease of movement and, of course, in getting a plentiful breath, and yet we don't think about it too much. But we think about how the ribs from floaters right underneath your clavicle, all the way around and connecting to your spine, how this tremendous part of our body plays a huge role in our ability to move with ease and grace. So find yourself a comfortable chair, throw off your shoes, and we'll get started. So we'll begin with what's called a rib rock. You're going to place one hand underneath the armpit, the other over the arm, and your feet are nice and flat on the ground, feeling good connection with the earth. Release your belly, and we're going to just breathe gently, letting the head and eyes guide the movement of the rib cage all the way around, front, side, and back, as we rock gently from side to side. And if it's difficult for you, then allow the movement to be smaller, softer, minimize the effort, or you can even do it in your imagination. So now let's reverse that. I'm going to put my other hand under there and hugging the arm, release the belly, and we will rock. Continuing to let the head and eyes move the entire rib cage, guide that movement. And I'm also feeling good contact with the floor, which really helps with that freedom of movement. And now let's do just a quick rocking side to side. Play, have fun. And you see how I'm allowing my legs, my hips to move along, right? Because everything's connected. So just allow for that freedom. Everything's allowable, and rest. So now let's move into a very graceful turning, yielding into the earth to help precipitate that. So you will feel that your foot, I'm going to begin with my right side. My foot is leaning into the earth, almost like I feel like I have roots coming out of the soles of my feet, going right into the center of the earth. My hand is gently leaning into my knee, and that is what helps bring me a little forward and look up. So it's the yielding that allows that graceful movement upwards of the head and the eyes as we turn just a little bit, okay? So now let's try that. You're going to lean in, look up, even give yourself something fun or pleasurable to look at. And now let's reverse it, leaning with the other side, yielding to rise. Sort of a nice mindfulness thing, yielding to rise. And now let's do it a little differently. We're going to let go of the yielding. We're just going to turn and look up and see how that feels, the difference of that, how that feels in our body. So I'm simply going to lean forward and look up, but I'm not putting any yielding, any gentle pressing into my foot or my hand. And now I'm going to go the other way. Okay, so make a little note of how that felt different for you. Was it easier? Was it more challenging? And what the role of yielding plays in turning. So let's do a quick original movement as we lean and look up. And as we're dancing, yield and look up. Beautiful. So yielding to turn, using the earth. It's wonderful when we allow our skeleton to just give into that, and how that frees up our muscles and our joints and helps relieve stress and strain on our body. So that's a wonderful experience with how our mind and our body are so intertwined and so intimately communicating with each other, that when we bring ease to our body, it brings ease to our mind. It clears the clutter in our brain, the noise in our brain, when our body is moving mindfully with ease and with grace. All right? All right, so thanks for joining me on that.